6 a.m.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that. We're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine. And we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruits, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming Forward. We're brought to you by Nutrimix. Tell me, Nutrimix? The big feed. The big feed.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Every dream conquered is another dream game. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are march up the dance. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got the spark, don't be the dark. Shine your lights on.
Hey, a yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass of lemonade. Jumping at the river when me ready for bed. No boy can buy me out. Me no foreign minded, no way compared to Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love. The one that represent the citizens of Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Represent where you want.
Before God and all mankind, I pledge love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
I pledge, I love it. Jamaica! Ooh. Jamaica! Ooh. Jamaica, land we love. I don't know about anybody else, but you know when I hear the pledge and the anthem of Jamaica, I literally get emotional.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
I don't know.
It's a real thing.
Me don't know what kind of, but them put in at the anthem. Me don't really know them put in at the pledge. Guys, I don't
Goosebumps.
know.
Goosebumps.
Like, literally, especially like when our athletes are at the Olympics or on an international stage, when I hear the anthem, I really feel emotional.
No,
that's why I don't really go show early, you know. Cause me can't just go moving and cry, so. You understand? Me say, I don't know, our movie I watch, why am I crying? Guys, do you know, have you experienced this?
Every time I hear things like this, I think to myself, can you imagine not being Jamaican?
Can you imagine?
Well, I imagine what the slaves went
Oh,
through. I imagine
no.
what Marcus Garvey,
Yes,
Nanny of the Maroons,
the
Paul
fight.
Bogle, who walked from Stony Gut, like our forefathers, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, or for parents, the struggles that they had to go through so that we can enjoy the liberties that we do now. May I say John Star, like may I think about the slave them, they ship them from Sierra Leone, from Ghana, from Nigeria. May I say Jesus, what them go through, you know what I mean? And I'm just so grateful and so honored. And that is why for me, self-actualization, working hard, being ambitious and driven is so important to me because I feel like our foreparents went through so much.
Yeah.
It would be like a dishonor to their lives, their memory, their legacy. For just what is in our lifestyle, the dawn does it.
Sometimes you wonder to yourself if our ancestors looking at us and proud, or them are scratch their head and I say, are these we fight for?
Well, you know what?
Not real life?
I know some of them are saying that, and that is why in our own small corner, we have to try our best. Like, as for me and my house, I try my best to live my life in such a way and to achieve in such a way that my mother can be proud of me, right? So for every sacrifice that Lady Marge would have made, Mrs. Norma Clark of blessed memory, my grandmother, Mrs. Edna Whitelock of blessed memory, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother. Them woman, suppose they ever know and say, yes, my granddaughter, yes, do it as a done, but happy.
Which is right.
Because my grandmother taught me in my neck back.
Yeah.
When I asked her, my grandmother give me one thump in my trachea, if me they walk this, I'll be a man heel back. Our man shoes this, our foot clap. It's just, you understand? Because remember, some come from a Dan lineage of ladies. No, the woman in my family are general.
Yeah, them not play.
I can't help but be militant, right? Yeah. Because I come from a very strong matriarchal line. Like, I never came and saw women in my family, like, sitting down waiting, or a beggar man, or a wait pan a man, moving. No, we are general.
Yeah.
We are general. We just do it. And we're doers and go-getters. Like, so I can't help but be militant because of the type of women that were my examples growing up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Are the women in your family like that as well?
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things I joke all the time where achievement is the norm in my house.
Yeah.
So when people are like, oh my gosh, congratulations in my house, it's like, hey man, good job. Anyway, we are do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because it's just that it's an expectation.
Yes.
Which is not necessarily always a good thing, you know, but it's just something that excellence is kind of just expected in our household.
Yeah.
And so
I
think it's a great thing to have and cater in your house as well. Let's do it.
I agree with that because I do think that environment helps to shape children.
Yeah.
You may have one black sheep here or there, so to speak, or somebody who is going to deviate from what is the norm. But I do think that when you have that excellence or that feeling of excellence, where you see your father successful, your mother successful, your brother, you don't want to be the one to drop the kitchen.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that you also live up to the name and live up to, because really and truly, TK, if the bar is set so low, then what is there to aspire to? You know what I mean? So good morning to all the grandmothers, the great-grandmothers, the great-great-great-grandmothers, the mothers who have laid and set an immutable path for your daughters and your sons to follow. The grandfathers, the great-great-grandfathers, because I said some people, grandfather name can't stop call. The great-great-grandfather name can't stop call because of what the foundation that they would have laid that this generation is now enjoying. So big up to them Monday, Mass Obadiah, Mass Earl, them Augustus, Octavius, because they have some damn name. What the name?
No, Grandpa Liam.
Liam's Tush. Liam
Grandpa
is
Chad? No?
No Chad, no Tyrone, no. Grandpa Obadiah, Augustus, Octavius.
Okay, then.
You have to have them guttural.
All right.
Octavius name. So good morning to all of those persons.
And of course, happy June. Can you imagine? It's the
New
first
month.
day of month number 6.
Yes.
And we're choosing joy.
Hello,
for
June. And June is the month where the Geminis rule, the Cancerians rule, and also weddings rule.
Yes.
Because June is a month.
Yes,
I wish month you are married.
Hopefully not in June, because that's a lot of weddings that you have to compete with. You know
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll see.
I got married in October because I married my
there.
husband around Heroes Day weekend because he's my hero. So that was the
you cutie.
I know.
Cutie, man. I love that.
I love it.
You know what else is June other than wedding season?
What?
It's the start of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season, okay? So the season starts today and runs through November 30. But listen, this year forecasters are predicting a below normal season because of the development of El Nino conditions. So, we're staying hopeful. So not only, and which is why I always find it strange that people get married in June so much. Because it could be uprooted and disrupted by an...
No hurricane now stop love. No
like
bad mind weather condition now stop the ring.
Amen.
The ring have to come right as so. We can marry indoors.
Amen.
I'm about to say we can do liquor wedding and big honeymoon. You can go right over RGD.
Amen.
Married. If you see somebody bust up and say, excuse me, you busy? You can come bear witness, please. Sign the paper, have a great day, peace and hair grease, and married. Because marrying never postponed, right? But we got to marry for the right reasons, okay? Because it's better to wait long than marry wrong.
Amen.
Hello, somebody.
Amen.
It's better to wait long than marry wrong.
Amen.
Because if you marry wrong, it can be the difference between your elevation or your stagnation. So you got to be very deliberate, intentional with who you take up in life.
Amen.
Because some people are crosses, some people are cuffle, them are uncuffle, and they're going to bring down your life. So you got to know what you're doing, because when you marry the wrong person, your life can take another part.
Okay.
Can the church say amen?
Amen.
Amen, brothers and sisters. That is right. Take out the part for Richard or Porter. But tell them to take out that part.
No.
For Richard.
Yeah.
Never another pour something. I call it, yeah, but it like that. Yeah, but never like that part there.
You don't like that one there.
Scratch out that.
Just edit.
Just edit that
I
part
got
there.
edit that one there out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Nah, call that over no.
So, alright.
Union.
So like if you got broke, like you're broke for like long. No, you need to have an expiration date. Brokenness have to have an expiration date. Yeah, that's right.
Temporary brokenness.
I like some of the song them when you hear. I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with someone else. Lie. Not here.
Not
me. Bad time for how long? Like, all right, we're going to go through this for 1 year or 2 years. No, all right, so that's bad time perpetually, so? All right, so you're not plan for finish. No, man, no, bad time.
You're not that.
We have to, no, but allergic. All right, so my rule, right? So,
let me hear
I will sacrifice with you.
Yes.
But I'm not struggling with you. Watch me now.
Tell me, yes.
A sacrifice is for a time T.
Okay.
So I know we're going to school right now, or you're building a house, or you're refurbishing, you know what I mean? So we cannot go to the brunches like we went yesterday at Steakhouse on the Veranda, which was very great, by the way. I'm going to give you the tea on that.
Okay.
So for the next 5 years, we have to, because we are building a dream house, we have to cut down on the traveling, cut down on the, lavish living. And so because I know that, at the end of the 5 years, our dream home is going to be ready, and so we have to be strategic, right? We have school fee for pay, September, so we know we have to tighten up a belt, and so on. But this
just
one,
just
a galang so.
Just guan so.
Just a galang so.
All right,
just a struggle so.
I understand. You have to have the end in mind.
Expiration date, and we're going to put it on the wall. So we're working toward it.
Well, before you tell me about the brunch, because I want to hear about it, but we're talking about marriage, we have to say a happy anniversary to our resident makeup artist, Renee. Mrs. Renee, who used to be Joseph's. She's no longer Joseph's, so they need to take that out of the people, their name.
What is her marriage
She's now Renee Hewitt.
Oh my God, Mrs. Hewitt.
She's celebrating her first year, her first anniversary with her husband, Jermaine. Wishing the Hewitts lots and lots of love.
What Jermaine Boleg right is so. Whoa.
Happy anniversary, Renee. Lovely.
Happy anniversary to the Hewitts. I love it for you guys. Oh, Jermaine, the prayer with you. So you know, said that last long. Yes, him lay by the bands. Yes. Oh, go down it. 1, 2. But happy anniversary, newlyweds.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing. And to watch IT.
Yes, IT was the MC at the wedding.
I love it. Marriage is so honorable. And when done right and with the right. Watch Jane
and 10.
Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
Jane
so
and
Jane,
10.
who's coming next? Punchinella little fell. Who's coming next? Punchinella little fell. I gotta tell.
So Tanisha on the left, of course, a hairstylist
extraordinaire.
Jane to the right is stylish.
In the blonde hair.
blonde hair.
And you know what? Tanisha actually caught the bouquet at my wedding.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
She almost catch this one too.
I gotta tell you, so who knows?
Hey, 10?
Who is walking down the
10?
aisle next?
Make it happen.
But congratulations and happy anniversary to the Hewitts, and may you have many more years of wedded bliss, lots of love to share. And if you're celebrating your anniversary today, happy wedding anniversary to you too. And if you're getting married soon, just go and all it, you know,
Which
it's
is
gonna
right.
be great, it's gonna be wonderful.
And don't stress the planning.
Yes, too much, you know what I mean?
not
But just
too much.
enjoy your day and just go along with the flow. As I said, marriage is honorable, marriage is beautiful. And as for me and my house, if I'm good enough to bear your child or children, I'm good enough to bear your last name. So I'm taking one immigration form only. It's one per family.
Which is
yes,
right.
I'm not taking two. Your name Francis and my name Hilton or what that. Me nana say you not confuse my child. Yeah, so you're in a family something. Yeah, family. I'm about family.
Kittilations.
You know what I'm also about?
What?
The restaurants who don't want to put dumpling in their soup. Why is that?
Quite the transition.
Yeah, soup must have dumpling. I just want to say this. I don't know which restaurant needs to hear this morning. Soup must have dumpling.
Okay.
It must have yam.
Yeah.
You must have boiled food.
Okay.
So for the people in the restaurant who don't want to peel the banana or the yams and make the dumpling, I'm kind of asking you, we need that.
Yeah, please start.
Dumpling must into soup unless it's a pumpkin bisque. Okay. We need a little dumpling.
Okay.
But we'll have more. Soup.
Pressure.
Soup.
Pressure.
Under pressure. Time signal. We're going to take a break right now. It's sunrise, everybody. Wake up. Mad.
The pleasures and pressures of life will look down to so. Try your best to make time for joy when the sorrows and pain of life sets on you. We both know that there is no choice.
Illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance. The time by Sagicor Life is 6:15.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that. We're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine. And we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruit, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming Forward. We're brought to you by Nutrimix. Tell me, Nutrimix. The big feed. The big feed.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that. We're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine. And we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruit, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming forward. We're brought to you by Nutrimix. Tell me, Nutrimix. The big feed. The big feed.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. You know, when you hear that sound, you know it's time, okay, to get up, rise, and shine. And you know it's always a pleasure being here with you. A resplendent morning to you. I am Mrs. Kitty, and you're watching CVM. See it happen all day, every day, Monday to Friday, 6 until 8. And if you're June born, good morning to you. New month, last evening, May 31, we had a full moon and a blue moon. So to all those persons who would have seen the moon, I wonder, oh, it looks so full. And you know, this is a rarity. And if you've ever heard the colloquial expression or the expression once every blue moon or once in a blue moon, that's where it's derived, or from where it is derived, okay? And the next blue moon, and it was unique this year because we actually had 2 for the month of May. And the next blue moon is scheduled December 31, 2028, God spare with life. Or as my brother said, God spare with sinful life. So if we debut and I look up, so it's a blue moon. So if you saw the blue moon last evening, good morning to you as well. Well, let's get right into the headlines with Lady TK Maximus.
Hey,
Yes.
good morning again. And
Good
of course,
morning.
good morning to the YouTubers I know are active in the chat.
Yes.
As always, a great morning to you guys always following and listening in on YouTube. All right, so let's jump into the headlines, right? So Health Ministry reassures public on Ebola. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is assuring Jamaicans that there are currently no confirmed cases of Ebola in the country. Despite 8 travelers being placed under mandatory self-quarantine, health officials say the individuals were identified through enhanced screening measures after arriving from or transiting through countries affected by the Ebola outbreak within the last 21 days. According to the ministry, the travelers were screened at airport health desks, counseled, and are now being monitored by local health departments, stressing that none of the individuals has shown symptoms associated with Ebola and said there is no risk to other passengers who also traveled on the same flights.
Okay, well, that's good news. I like that. So no speculation, no spreading of misinformation or disinformation, because that doesn't help. So I'm happy that the Ministry of Health put out that advisory.
And I'm also happy that everything is being so closely watched.
Absolutely.
And so it really does put us at ease.
Good morning to the nurses at the airport. Like, they're very vigilant, right? Those ladies in their uniforms, they greet you at the airport right there as you're coming out. Let me tell you, good morning to all the nurses. And let me also say good morning to all the people who wear glasses. Okay, hi. Yeah, TK. We're not sure what. No, I'm just saying.
Hi.
No,
Hi
because
there.
TK, why I'm included because I wear glasses, right? And why I said that is because sometimes if you see me in public, I wouldn't call to you. And I said,
yes.
And I said, well, I probably would have said, we just literally can't see you.
Literally.
From so far.
Literally.
I can probably make out your features, but I cannot. So all the contact lens wearers, good morning to you.
Yeah.
And all the glasses people, good morning. The bifocals, good morning. Because sometimes we take off our glasses, may I tell you, see there.
You know the Shreps.
TK,
you know the Shreps. You know it.
Mercy.
The squint, the eye squinters. That's how you know about. That's how you know them.
And you know what's so funny? We used to laugh at your granny them, you know. See ya, what are the old people there with it? I did see ya though. Cause when they reach 40, you know,
Yeah,
you come
man,
like one switch go off in your body.
It's a real thing.
Like it alert, like all your cells them alert.
Real thing.
Yeah. And then they go
Crazy.
lie down.
Crazy.
Yeah. But good
40
morning
is
to all the
wild.
glasses wearers.
Yes. All right, next up, Melissa lessons shape 2026 hurricane plans, while the United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is forecasting a below normal season. The Meteorological Service of Jamaica is warning against complacency. Climate Services Manager Jacqueline Spence-Hemming says Hurricane Melissa proved that it only takes one major storm to cause significant damage, underscoring the importance of preparedness regardless of seasonal forecasts. Utility companies say they have spent the past several months strengthening infrastructure and improving emergency response systems. The Jamaica Public Service says it has restored power to more than 99.9% of customers affected by Melissa and is instilling stronger poles and storm-resistant technology or installing. Digital and Flow now, they report major investments in network resilience, additional towers, fiber routes, backup systems and satellite-supported connectivity. Meanwhile, the National Water Commission says it has restored service to up to 99% of customers and is investing approximately $1.2 billion in generators and other resilience projects. Collectively, the companies say they are entering the season better prepared than ever, while urging Jamaicans to make their own preparations as the country remains vulnerable to severe weather events.
Nice, I love that.
Good to hear.
So yeah, we have to learn the lesson, and I do think we all learned a very big lesson.
Yeah.
And I think generally speaking though, especially since Hurricane Gilbert, we have generally been prepared. You know, as a people, when we hear the advisories, we're taking heed, we're buying up with stuff, we have our candles, our batteries. So I must also commend Jamaicans for taking the advisories seriously. And we are doing it, but we're just praying though that, you know, they will just stay away because we know it doesn't even take a hurricane for mash down we.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's a dry weather country, I feel like we live in now, right? So just torrential rains in and of itself may cause problems. But I do hope that we will all just galvanize our efforts and really make sure that we have everything in preparation and take the necessary precautionary measures.
And spare a thought for those persons who are the 1% or the 0.1% who still have no electricity or still have no water, because you know, it's excellent work that the utility companies have done in restoring the 99 and the 99.9%, but there are those people who are still months later without basic utilities, and so we really are, you know, sending blessings to them and hoping that they get through this time as best they can.
And I'm still asking and appealing to those persons who are able to help those persons who have not yet got back on their feet, to, if you can, in any way, shape or form, help them to do so. Because, you know, people, many of us have gotten back to our normal lives, but there are still people who have been displaced. There are still people who don't have a bed, who don't, you know, they have not gotten their life back together. Their lives are still disheveled, right? So if you can, please remember those persons. And though it may seem, you know, corny to some people, if you can do some care packages still, you know, if you can help out a family, if you can help a child, you know, get some books or some uniform or some clothes, because I have come to realize, TK, that what seems normal to us is not a big deal, is actually a big deal to somebody else, right? So if we can, let us still be in that spirit of giving, empathy, compassion, care, thoughtfulness, kindness. Let us exhibit that and reach out to those persons. Because I know some people never really get for help in a rush, and some people still have more that they can give. Let us take those persons into consideration.
Absolutely.
All right, good.
That's it for the headlines this morning.
That's it? Okay. Soup. I got to tell you. Yeah, soup must have yam. And dumpling.
Miss Kitty,
on behalf of Jane.
Is who serve you soup without food?
No, Jane went somewhere and she turned back. But I've also experienced it. And the people with the soup, with the micro dumplings. I don't want a micro dumpling. You understand? The micro dumpling will last in 8 teeth. As it's a soup, it's just gone. I'm like, what's that? That's a dump. That's a dumpling.
There? Okay.
You understand? Dumpling for big, where you bite it and piece drop back into the soup. And, you understand? Yeah.
And it splash up.
And it splash up like, I got some. You understand? Righteousness. You understand? Soup is righteousness. And by the way, if when we come to the restaurant and you don't have any food in there, and you say, no, in the soup it's for half price because it's no longer soup, it's a broth.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't sell me the water and tell me say soup, it's broth. And you have to say half price.
Which is right.
Because no yam in there, no chocho.
Which is right.
Yeah,
no
and carrot.
Potato.
Remember when carrot in a soup? Carrot. Good for your eyes. Carotene. Ask about it. You understand? Right. We need the things. Chocho. Look at dashi. Look at cocoa. Look at, you understand?
Well, while you are speaking of feeling and making me hungry.
Sorry. And by the way, red pea soup have to have sweet potato in there.
So?
You need it. You need
has
it.
To.
Yeah, it has to have it. And if you got wrinkle tail settings, it's about for wrinkle tail. You understand? Yeah, but carry on. Sorry, I just.
Now, before we go, I just want to send a happy birthday to Deandra Johnson. This, of course, coming from your dad, DJ. He loves you very much and wants you to know that you've been a blessing in his life. Look at little DJ.
So DJ's birthday was on Friday.
Yes, DJ birthday was Friday.
What a way!
Look at
Excuse
you.
me, you plan it here?
Look
what
at
a way!
you.
Marksman, watch a style, yeah.
Should I see, of course, DJ, one of our cameramen right here at Sunrise. So it's really nice.
What kind of cake does she like? Okay, I'm getting her cake today. Okay. No, she can't like Black Forest. Rum in there.
Black Forest?
Plain. Okay.
Plain Black Forest, without the rum.
Okay, without the rum. We're going to get her a cake today. All right, my sweetie pie, happy birthday, mama. We hope that you live to see many more. You're a blessing. And again, DJ is one of those dads that I rate also, right? Talking about Nita as a great dad. And I always like to acknowledge these great dads because great fathers matter.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
when I see men going above and beyond and really embracing and doing the dad role and playing their part, it really warms my heart and I salute them all the time. So big ups to DJ as well, one of those great dads. And Deandra, your birthday is going to be turned, okay? Remember to ask daddy for whatever you want. And Auntie Miss Kitty is here to back you, okay? You're a big King's Council.
Miss Kitty, I back DJ too. When we return,
we can do that.
When we return, we are future-proofing Jamaica's next generation. Stay tuned to hear how.
Proud to supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that's a guan, pa. What a guan?
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Boys and girls, listen up. You can be anything in the world, and God we trust. An architect, doctor, maybe an actress, but nothing comes easy. It takes much practice. Like I met a woman who's becoming a star. She was very beautiful, leaving people.
Welcome back to the show. Now listen, I was in the chat in YouTube. Are dead with laughing? Miss Kitty, you have them are dead with laughing there. They're deading.
The point is the people's them are deading.
Betty, and we heard that you don't like soup you don't like dumpling in your soup because you don't eat dumpling from people. That's what Betty Ann was saying.
Well, hi Betty Ann. Good morning. Respectfully then, take out the dumpling, put it down on the tray at the table, and drink the rest of it. But as for us, and then again, if you got scorn people dumpling, just stay here and cook your own soup. Well, and that's why you pray and bless the food for health and strength and daily food. We praise thy name, oh Lord. Amen. Yeah. And you make the cross up on your belly and you eat. Yeah.
Now listen, as technology continues to transform the way we live, one initiative is encouraging children to think boldly about the country's future and their place within it. Through the Little Genius Future Proof Jamaica Video Challenge 2026, children were invited to imagine what Jamaica could look like by 2040, sharing ideas on everything from AI and entrepreneurship to education and the future of work.
Oh, wow, 2040, we're going to be how much?
Hey, hey,
First it was Vision 2030, now it's Vision 2040.
2040.
Well, guess what? As the competition enters its next phase, we're joined by social innovator and youth development advocate Tishana Mullings to hear more of how she's helping to future-proof Jamaica's next generation. Good morning, Tishana. How are you?
Good morning. Always a pleasure being here.
Wonderful to have you. 2040, some people say, Tishana, that's a way off. Oh my God, that's so far along. Why 2040? And how is Little Genius future-proofing Jamaica?
So it's very important for us to elevate the conversation beyond 2030.
Truly.
Based on how fast things are going.
Absolutely.
You know how
we're in the 6th month.
Of course, COVID just felt like a few months
yesterday.
ago. And then Melissa happened, and technology is accelerating so fast.
Yes.
It is said that every 6 months, AI intelligence will be doubling.
Oh, wow.
So by the time we get to 2040, imagine how fast we have already been going. So for our children, it's reading, writing, arithmetic, and adaptability.
Absolutely.
That's the 4th intelligence.
Yeah.
Because we are preparing our young people at the primary level for jobs that possibly don't exist
or won't
now.
exist
or
then
won't
in
exist.
2040.
Just think about that. So we need to include them in the conversation about their own future.
Got it. So when they send in these videos, Tishana, and you have received videos already?
Yes, we have a few videos already.
What's the competition about? So you send in a video and then what?
So usually, the Little Genius competition is usually a fuller production where there is debate, there is creative talent, they would have done their courtesy calls. This year, because our focus, our company Next Step Training and Social Impact Consulting, we've been doing a lot of consulting work in the West. That's disaster recovery work.
Yes.
So it kind of pulled on the time and the energy to do the full production of Little Genius. But we decided that we still wanted to hear the kids' voices.
Yes.
And even the Planning Institute of Jamaica, nationally, we're trying to take the conversation beyond the 2030. So I'm like, let's take our children along.
Yes.
And they're talking about amazing topics such as climate change, the type of classrooms that they want to see. One entrant, she's 8 years old. She's from a deep rural school in St. Thomas. She's actually going to be interviewed on CVM, I think, tomorrow morning. She has a business called Renika's Bracelet Company.
Okay.
So she started that company, and she will be talking about she's also in the competition, and she's going to be talking about building youth innovation hubs where you're teaching children from that early stage business and integrating technology in their business.
So, let me ask you, you just mentioned an 8-year-old. The competition, I believe, is what, from 8 to 11
8 to
years?
11 years old.
You know, what would you say to the people who say, look, that's so young? You know, maybe why should they be thinking about something like that at such a young age? And if you go kick ball and play a little dandy shandy. Why do you think it's important for this particular age group to engage in this conversation?
So you have to stimulate them cognitively from now. You don't just get to 18 and then your curiosity and your intelligence just springs alive. So if we're not nurturing that from now and developing what we call adaptive intelligence, that's going to be the most important skill for our young people. So we want them to learn to think in this kind of way. I like to say I'm cognitively caffeinated. If you want to get me excited, just start to talk about something intellectually stimulating. Therefore, any situation you put me in, I can function.
Yes.
So since my 20s, by then I would have already worked in the UK, Morocco, Ethiopia, and then I learned to survive in each of these very different circumstances. My sister works in Japan, and she's doing extremely well and thriving. And I've seen other people gone there, and they're like, I don't like the food, I don't like this, you don't have to like everything.
Yeah.
You know, you might be in a job, and the boss just say, you know what, this role won't exist anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
And you have to start a business. You start a business and then another business comes and runs you out of business. So we have to start that conversation very early. Once the child can think, the conversation begins.
And you have to stimulate them and put them in the situation to think, because I think a lot of parents, you know, are busy thinking for their child or their children too much and not allowing them to be a part of the decision-making process. And then, as you said, when they get to 18 and they can't function, me don't know you come say no. Because nobody ever asked me what I thought or what I wanted. Everybody has been thinking for me, and I've just been directed or pushed in the direction. So talk to me now, this competition. So they send in their videos.
Yes.
Then what? Is there a winner at the end? And what, if so, what is it that they get?
So absolutely, we love monetary prizes.
All day, every day.
and we're introducing them to money appreciation as well as a part of this process. So there's over $50,000 in prizes. And we encourage the parents and the teachers to let them decide on what they want to spend the money on. Over the years, children have started their accounts. They have started funds for other children.
We look a red bank book and all, no, we can't see it.
So
the money where your granny give you and your mother say, make me hold it for you. Or your father hold it and you never get it back.
You
get like a birthday money.
So don't hold it for them.
Yeah, don't hold it for them.
Let them decide what they're going to do. So you have up to tomorrow night at midnight. They should be in their beds by 8 o'clock. but if they did the video and you're going to edit it, they have to submit it by midnight tomorrow night. So the competition has been open throughout Child's Month. And you have until tomorrow night at midnight to submit. Then we're going to open up for voting online. This is not just voting for a child. This is a vote into the confidence in the next generation. So the votes will run right until next Sunday, June 7th. And then we're going to be having a national showcase.
And how do people vote?
So they're going to be voting on Instagram and Facebook at Little Genius JA.
Okay, very well.
So that's where the voting is.
So just for the parent who is listening now, who may think they have a child between the age of 8 to 11, and they're like, you know what, I want you to enter this. I think it would be good for you. What format does the video take? I know, for example, should it be landscape or portrait or whatever? Should it be 1 minute long?
Yeah,
what are the criteria?
We want the barrier to entry to be really low.
Okay.
So you can just take out your cell phone and shoot a video. So with a portrait or a landscape, we accept it all, and it doesn't have to be high definition. I can tell you that a few people have gone above and beyond. They even have AI songs recorded and done, and they have different scenes and, you know, all of that. But if you're a very smart child with a smart idea to share, and you just have a cell phone and you record that video, it doesn't preclude you from winning. It's not all about the theatrics.
What are you looking for?
So we're looking for creativity. We're all about that. We're also looking for soundness in their conversation, because we believe in what children, I always say children are not the future, they are the now. So I believe that we can get an idea from one of these videos that can inform policy about what Jamaica's future is going to look like. So all the bodies that are planning, I want them to look out for the information from these videos.
So they're answering the question, what will Jamaica look like in 2040?
And they have been given prompts regarding climate change, innovation and technology. They're talking about what they want to see for farmers and food production. They're demonstrating that they understand what is happening.
All right, mommies and daddies, grandmas, godmothers, godfathers, grandpas. The list of topics is on the screen right now, so you can screenshot it. So if you think that you have somebody, a child who is between the ages of 8 to 11, and you want them to be an entrant in this very wonderful competition, then you can go ahead and snap that, and you can do a video today.
As a matter of fact, you have to do it today. Tomorrow is the deadline. Please do it today.
Do it today.
And there's money, there's trophy, courtesy call with the Governor General and various bodies all across Jamaica connected with the I Believe initiative. There's nothing wrong about Jamaica that cannot be fixed by what is right about Jamaica.
Amen.
And our children are right about Jamaica.
I believe.
I love that.
See that? I believe. I love that.
Yeah.
And it starts with thinking, guys. Get them thinking. And even if they don't enter, for whatever reason you may not, you know, just as Tishana said, you know, get them to think.
And to have the conversation.
And have the conversation.
Think and actually express. Because
and to you partner with them, but don't do it for them. Because over the years, this competition has existed since 2013. And over the years, you can see that some of the parents writing the things and getting too involved. But when we watch some videos and we realize there was some adult help in the editing, but it's fully the child's idea. And the child is expressing themselves clearly on camera, and then you supported them with the editing, we love that. But just don't do it for them. And it's the same thing with AI.
Yes.
You can't let them put in them essay topic and it generate the essay and they're submitting that essay.
Yeah.
You have to encourage them to think first and then bring your thoughts to partner with.
AI should just be there to enhance the raw material. What is it that you have already? Yes.
Little Genius JA? Is that
Little Genius JA on Instagram.
Little Genius JA on Instagram. I'm sure you can get all the information as well as how to submit and all that stuff. On Instagram, Little Genius JA, I like it. I like it.
Lovely. All right, guys, get on board. Vision 2040. Big thanks again to Tishana Mullings, social innovator and youth development advocate, for joining us this morning. And speaking of thinking ahead, after the break, it's Money Masterclass, brought to you by Guardian Life. And we're talking about something else for your future and that your future self will thank you for. You definitely don't want to miss it. So please stay with us right here on Sunrise.
Boys and girls, listen up. You can be anything in the world.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that. We're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine. And we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruits, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming Forward. We're brought to you by Nutrimix. Tell me, Nutrimix. The big feed. The big feed.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan pa. What a guan?
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure, live easy.
Glad to have you back with us. Thank you so very much right here on Sunrise. A good morning to you, Grand Rising, and of course to our YouTube family. Thank you so much for staying with us always. And please do remember to hit the like and subscribe button. Well, I have a question for you this morning, lady TK in the glasses. How soon do you think people should start thinking about retirement?
I know the right answer and I know the answer that I have. Which one you want?
Give me the two of them.
Retirement to me now, you know you're supposed to, as soon as you get your first paycheck, you're supposed to start.
Yeah.
But then you have, wedding and house and children and
So
all
go
these things.
RGD.
So then now the question is, if we put in all of the money in and retire, how it's going to go? But
Okay, what is
as
your
soon as
cutoff
you get
point?
your...
All right, so ideally, we should start when we get our first paycheck in our 20s, right?
Right.
But when would you say is the definite, the age and now pass, I'm going to start putting on the money?
You cannot start after, not that you cannot, let me not say that. 30.
30.
30 are the cutoff.
Should be like,
at
okay.
30, every piece of your income should go towards a little piece of it, even if it's a little piece.
Well,
go towards
I'm in agreement
retirement.
with you in terms of we know the right thing as you get your first paycheck, but I would say 35. Because the Bible say we get 3 scores and 10. Half of 70s, how much? 35, right?
I like it.
So by the time you reach 35, really and truly now, you hear people talk about midlife crisis. Your midlife start from 35. Yeah, well, God.
But we live in longer and longer.
I know, but that Bible may I work with.
All right,
I what the Bible say. I know me right
fair.
is. Right? Fair. So I think 35 should be a rock bottom, cut off. I mean, it's great if you start before, but 35, I think.
And it's still possible to start after because better late than never.
Yeah,
but
you can win
35.
lotto. Yeah. Or, I don't know, find out rich man. I'm just saying. But guess what, guys? When it comes to retirement, I like to leave it to the professionals, right? Now, one of the biggest advantages you can give yourself is time. T-I-M-E. And remember, time wasted can never be regained. You never have the same moment twice. So it's imperative to make each moment count. In this Money Masterclass feature, brought to you by Guardian Life, we'll break down why your 20s may be the best time to start building your retirement fund and shares practical tips on how to make your money work for your future. So let's take a look.
Welcome, Nichelle. So let's dive right in. Now, you know, most young professionals don't think about retirement in their 40s and 50s even. Why is it so important that one needs to start as early as their 20s or even younger, or even as soon as they start making that money?
Well, that's exactly what they're supposed to do, meaning that you have to start saving for your retirement from the day you start working. And the reason for that is that money takes time to grow.
Okay.
So therefore, for people who are aware, it uses compound interest. So the more time there is, faster the money can grow.
Okay, understood.
Yes?
Now, a lot of persons, they tend to think, well, I am young, I'm in my 20s, I have time to make that happen. I'll probably just wait until I'm in my 30s and put a larger saving toward to sort of catch up. What would you advise them to do?
Definitely not.
Why is that?
And the reason for that is it's always easier to save a little bit than to save a lot at a time.
Yes.
You know, because with our disposable income these days, it's hard to take a big chunk out at a time. The earlier you start saving, the less you need to save. So I could give you an example.
Okay.
If you start in your early 20s, you can save $200 a month for most of your life, and you would still end up with more in a retirement fund than if you were saving $2,000 and you started at 45.
Okay, yes.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Right.
And when it comes to, you know, it makes a lot of sense. And with young persons, young people, they may have student loans, they may have rent even. How are they able to balance all these expenses and still try to peel out a little piece of money for savings toward pension?
Fantastic question. And I think that you hit the nail on the head. It is about balance. You know, in our financial world, we like to tell people the best thing you can do is to try to save between 5 to 10% of your income.
Okay.
And once you do that on a regular basis with habitual savings, you hardly ever feel it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, there's a general consensus at times, or a misconception per se, when it comes to pensions or retirement planning that you hear from young people. Share with us some of those misconceptions.
Okay. A lot of young people would tell us, that money, I may never see that money. Suppose I don't get old. Suppose I die early and that kind of thing. But the real question is, suppose you don't. Suppose you live to a ripe old age.
Yeah.
Who's going to take care of you then? What kind of standard of living are you going to have then? And as we always know, the old saying goes, it's better to be prepared.
Right.
Yeah?
So the young persons listening now, being compelled or attracted to want or inspired to want to get into that pension plan from early, what sort of advice would you give to them?
One, if you're working, definitely find out from your employer if they have a retirement plan in place and if they can join. Secondly, open your own retirement plan so that you could save as an individual and you can take it with you from one employer to the next. Yes, and you will always have it, as well as it can help you with your taxes, meaning that there's up to $60,000 in tax break every year that we don't use because we don't have registered pensions.
What about persons who may be self-employed or working part-time even, who may feel as though they don't have a consistent salary in order to facilitate that retirement plan consistently?
Oh, definitely. We have programs that can facilitate that. And it's just about sitting down and having a retirement planning conversation with an agent.
Okay, beautiful. And we're talking about young persons. And, we were even chatting off camera at one point in time with reference to young persons and, allowing them to be guided accordingly moving forward, those mentors type of ideas. What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely, I would tell them to learn from what they're seeing in their society now. A lot of people are past old age. They could be into their 60s and 70s, and we see them still working in very menial jobs.
Yes.
And I'm saying to you, trust me, they don't want to be there. They have to be there.
Right.
And it's because they did not do appropriate financial planning, retirement planning, especially for the old people that they would once be.
An experienced artist, I will say artist when it comes to money in the business of pension. What sort of advice will you share with the young persons in terms of encouraging them to get started today?
Money takes time to grow. And if you want to use less money, and most of us do, we want to save less, then you have to start now.
I am, you are, we are Guardian Life.
Should critical illness strike? Don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from more investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure. Live easy.
What is the Popeyes Challenge Cup? The Popeyes Challenge Cup is Jamaica's newest and boldest football competition, featuring David versus Goliath matchups as the best of the best in the country's club football take on those in the second tier of club football. It's a straight knockout competition featuring 25 teams, 7 from the Jamaica Premier League and 18 from the Jamaica Football Championship, the second tier. The 7 JPL teams are invited and are ranked based on their finish in the current season, as they will not enter the competition until after being eliminated from the JPL playoffs. The JFC team seedings are determined based on their rankings in the league as at May 2. Teams will battle it out over 6 rounds to determine the winner. So how does it work? Round 1, the play-in, will feature 14 teams, all from the Jamaica Football Championship. Pot 1 will have 5th to 10th place teams, and Pot 2 will have teams seeded 11th to 18th. Round 2 will have 8 JFC teams, the 7 Round 1 winners, and the 4th ranked JFC team. Pot 1 will have the top 4 ranked JFC teams, and Pot 2 will have the next 4 remaining teams. Round 3 features 6 JFC teams, 4 winners from Round 2, and the 2nd and 3rd place teams, and 6 JPL teams will enter the competition, excluding the JPL champion. Pot 1 will have the top 3 ranked from both JPL and JFC, and Pot 2 will have the others. The next round is the quarterfinals, featuring the 6 winners from Round 3, the JPL champion, and the 1st place from the JFC. It will be a random draw with no pots. Teams then proceed to the semi-finals and the final. Each team will get prize money based on how far they advance in the tournament. A total of $4.75 million in prize money will be paid out, with the winning team taking home $1 million. There's also a $50,000 purse for the top goal scorer and the winning coach. Get ready for the newest and boldest club football competition in Jamaica. This is David versus Goliath. This is the Popeyes Challenge Cup on CVM TV.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that. We're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine. And we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruit, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming Forward. We're brought to you by Nutrimix. Tell me, Nutrimix? The big feed. The big feed.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KSAMC, at the end of last week, hosted a seminar attended by more than 35 stakeholders to discuss mental health and homelessness. Key partners examined the growing challenges facing vulnerable residents and explored collaborative solutions. More from Marjorie Gordon.
The issues of mental health and homelessness are not just talking points for the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. At a recent seminar, the municipality decided to take action following numerous calls from members of the public.
The public has been having this outcry about the homeless population, particularly at Justice Square, Parade, and other popular areas across the city. And the fact that the KSAMC is mandated to cater to the homeless population and to ensure that these individuals are cared for, we decided that we're going to take action.
She adds that the participants at the seminar did not just sit and discuss the issues, but decided to take decisive action.
Instead, we have come together, brought together the stakeholders, the main players, persons who can have an impact as it relates to the homeless population. And that is how today's workshop came to play. The workshop took a different format. It was not just discussions, it was solution-oriented.
She says she is pleased with what she calls the overwhelming support.
Persons came prepared. They came, they shared their ideas. We can develop a plan of action coming out of this workshop. And trust me, the KSAMC will have tangible outcomes come next year based on the information that was garnered here today from the various experts. It was data-driven, it was innovative, and most of all, it was collaborative.
Marjorie Gordon, CVM News.
Over to sports now. The 2026 Red Stripe Netball Jamaica Elite League is set to start this Friday. Defending champions Kingston Hummingbirds, St. Anne Orchids, St. Catherine Racers, Manchester Spurs and a national development team will contest the 2-month campaign. President of Netball Jamaica, Karen Baugh, stated that getting the league back up to the 6 or more teams is one of the association's prime objectives.
The league, as you know, brings together all of the top netballers who are resident in Jamaica. We use the league to prepare the next generation of Sunshine Girls for competition. And so we really want to thank our partners who help us to put on this competition each year. It's really an important part of the pathway for national players. This year's competition, as you know, takes on added significance because our coaches are preparing 2 teams for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in July and for the CAC Games in the Dominican Republic in August. And the league will help the coaches to fine-tune their selections and help the players with their preparation. This year we have 5 teams in the league. We have the defending champions, the Kingston Hummingbirds, Manchester Spurs, the beaten finalists last year, St. Anne Orchids and St. Catherine Racers. We also have the National Development Squad playing as the Jace Risers, and the development squad is a team that's being prepared for the CAC Games. We're encouraging fans and lovers of netball to come out. The games start on Friday, June 5th at the National Indoor Sports Centre. We want to show the support for the work and the commitment and the skill of these netballers. We want to make sure that our sponsors see that Jamaicans love netball and that they love high quality netball, but also we want the players to come out prepped and ready to put on a really great show. So we're inviting all of Jamaica. We're inviting not just big netball fans, but people who just love good sports and a good entertaining event to come out. We'll have 1 month of games. Games will be played on a Friday evening and a Sunday afternoon at the National Stadium. So put that in your calendar and come out and support. Beyond the on-court action, the Elite League also serves as an important development platform, not just for athletes, but for coaches, or officials, or managers. The coaches who are participating in the competition are all products of Netball Jamaica's Coaching Pathways program. So each coach also has an intern coach working with them. So this makes the league really a key incubator for future national team personnel. So the Elite League really has an important place in the structure of how netball is being developed in Jamaica, and we expect that we will continue to see rising stars come out of this competition, both on the athlete level and also as it relates to the coaches we are developing homegrown and home-trained coaches.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that. We're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine. And we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruits, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming Forward. We're brought to you by Nutrimix. Tell me, Nutrimix? The big feed. The big feed.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
Watagwan. Watagwan.
Datagwan pa.
Watagwan. Watagwan.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Everybody want to save a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
It's 9 minutes after 7 o'clock here in Kingston, Jamaica. Time for another Law and Order JA segment brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Now, today's scenario reads as follows. I was involved in a car accident back in 2018, which left me with serious damages and injuries. I spent the last several years negotiating informally with the driver's insurance company, expecting a fair settlement offer. Unfortunately, negotiations have stalled and no lawsuit has been formally filed in court yet. Given the time that has passed, what are my legal standings? Is my claim now completely statute barred under the Limitations of Actions Act? Or are there any exceptions that can save it? I can provide the police report, medical records, and insurance correspondence immediately. Now, this morning, joining us to ventilate this particular topic and the issues arising from same is attorney at law Shamar Bryan, who is back with us to explore this one. Counsel, welcome. Good morning to Law and Order JA. How are you?
Good morning. I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm magnificent. Thank you so much for asking. All right, what's the area of law with which we're dealing this morning?
This morning is dealing with the Limitations of Action Act. This is civil law. No, it's actually touching on the timelines to when what you call a cause of action might be dealt with. So the time in which the action would have occurred to know where you are standing and ready to go forward with filing a lawsuit in the court.
All right. So talk to me a little bit about now. So let's take this bit by bit. So the person said they were in the accident from 2018. They were going through negotiations with the other party. No formal lawsuit was filed. But now at the end of it, where we're in 2026 now, at the end of it, no amicable solution was reached. And now they're considering going to formal court. But she's saying, oh, well, I don't know if I'm out of time. Based on the law, is she out of time? Or is he out of time?
Well, no. If it is from 2018 and we're now in 2026, so generally speaking, the law states that in what you call tort.
Yes.
So tort falling in the category of personal injury, that now has a 6-year limitation into which you can bring a claim.
Yes.
So if it is now that it is 2018, you know, we're a bit over that aspect. So by right, it would be statute barred at this point in time.
Statute barred meaning she cannot bring it, he or she cannot bring it to court or may have a difficulty, high level
difficulty
bringing it to court. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule, and depending on the attorney that you have, then certain things can be explored. But as it stands now, so she's legally statute barred based on the statute, right? Meaning you can't bring it after it passed a certain period.
That is so.
Somebody might be wondering though, but why is that? And I have the insurance correspondence, I have medical records, I have police record, I have everything. So all of this evidence, and I just stuck so.
So you see, the history of it now, the statute of limitations, it's actually supposed to give a form of defense in a strict sense. Because imagine this, you would have gone into a car accident and let's say you're the wrongdoer. And 10 years later down the line, 11 years, 12 years, you didn't even really remember what happened. So you as the defendant, you are now left at a handicap. You don't have the documents anymore. You don't have any coverage of what would have taken place, so you cannot now mount a case.
You probably don't even remember what happened.
Remember, exactly. So now the statute of limitations is now protecting that defendant from any claims that would have been, in a sense, stale. So it gives you that strict defense.
So based on what is put before us, is it advised then that if you're in an accident, you want to bring a formal claim just so that at least it is a suit is filed just in case, so you're not faced with statute of limitation?
And you know what I would say to that, you don't have to rush into it, you know, because look at it, you have 6 years. Within that 6-year period after the accident, you can more than enough time get the police report, get a medical report, speak to insurance, and do all other levels of documentation that is necessary to put forward a proper claim. I know that sometimes there can be challenges in doing that, but having 6 years, the statute gives you more than enough time to actually get some legal advice and then decide on what it is that you want to do going forward.
Well, this individual said that they've been in talks with the insurance agent or agency for the other person. Would you advise, or is it advised that when being in talks with the insurance of the other side or anyone, it is best advised to get an attorney on your behalf, to act on your behalf?
That is so. And, you know, I see it as too common of a situation now in Jamaica where persons think that waiting on insurance is going to be a form of protection for them, whereas that is not recognized in law. So now, if it is that you are in negotiations back and forth with the insurer and you realize that the time is just passing by, you're not getting any concrete answer, and then it looks like the 6-year period is going to finish, the court does not recognize that just because you're in talks with insurance, you have a reasonable explanation as to why you have not done anything in terms of the court. So having an attorney will assist you now in, even if negotiations are still ongoing, you still have something filed in court. Because you have that protection at least to say that even if you don't have the full details, having something filed and then amended later on would be the best aspect to go forward.
And let us also be clear, insurance agents or insurers, they have their attorneys working on their behalf. So please don't think that the insurance agent is necessarily thinking about what's in your best interest, especially if you're the aggrieved party. And they are the ones who are liable. They're not really thinking about what's in your best interest. So in the same way, they have their attorneys looking out for their best interest. You need your own attorney to represent what is in your best interest and in the long term. Because the thing with personal injury is that many times some of the problems are lifelong, and sometimes they may not show up immediately. So sometimes the time actually works in your favor, because an injury or something that might not have shown up in year 1 or year 2 turns up in year 5. Okay, and it is as a direct causation, because of the accident. But for that accident, you would not be in this predicament now, and that can affect your livelihood, it can affect your earning, it can affect your family, it can affect your just daily living.
A full-on 360 on your life.
On your life, right? So please ensure, especially in these personal injury situations and circumstances, word of mouth and just talking and having dialogue by yourself is not necessarily in your best interest. So you have to take that into consideration. I know many times, they would say, oh, no, I just a little talk, man. Let's just come in, man, and let's dialogue. You have to think about the fact, who are you representing? Whose interest are you really representing here? And what really means more to you? In terms of the statute of limitation, I know 6 years for personal injury, the tort of personal injury. Generally speaking, that act speaks to the limitations on all other types of matters. Does it give you, say, for example, if you have a rape issue or a murder issue or whatever case you may have, does that statute speak to the time allotted to each crime or tort?
It's actually different when it comes on to the criminal sphere. Because, for example, look at some of the current cases that are going on now for murder. These are cases that have happened like over 10 years ago, 12. By right, it shouldn't be taking so long to actually mount a case for the prosecution, but it doesn't leave them statute barred because of the seriousness of these offenses.
The egregious nature of the crime. So certain crimes have no statute of limitation. It's not statute barred. You can bring it. So what happened 10 years ago, even look overseas, many times we've seen it. We've seen it in the Bill Cosby matter.
Right.
Women are taking, saying that he drugged them or raped them 20 years after. You know, R. Kelly, hello.
Right.
P. Diddy, the latest, hello. So there are certain crimes that are not statute barred. So you can bring them even 10 years after.
And that's important to know, because the main reason for that is so the law provides that you cannot hide them out. You cannot run out to a different country, wait 20 years, come back. No, they're still looking for you.
Absolutely. And they're going to find you.
They're going to find you.
They're going to find you. Very well. Is there anything else? Well, how would you advise this person, or recommend rather, that this person moves forward?
Well, given the circumstances that you are unfortunately statute barred by way of the passage of 6 years, the remedy of the court might not necessarily be the best way going forward at this time, unless you do have a very good attorney that you can now speak to at least try to mount a case and have arguments before the court. But at least now try to finalize the discussions with the insurance company and see what best you can get out of the situation. Know that it is, about 7 years now? 7, 8 years now going? So that would be the best advice in these circumstances, given the nature of what it is that you're faced with at this level, with the passage of time, really.
Could the individual get an attorney now to still go in with them to say, okay, well, you know what, my client was speaking to you before by him or herself, and you've come back with this amount. We find it woefully lacking, and so we're saying, the money.
Yeah, because the attorney has the experience in these aspects, so they have a better foot in come to negotiations. So definitely get an attorney to assist you with the negotiation process, because you could have been asking for, let's say, 500,000 when you could have gotten double or triple that. Exactly. So please seek some legal counsel.
Very well, sir. Thank you. All right. Very well said. Well articulated. Thanks to our in-house, not our in-house, our special guest, attorney at law this morning. Well, they didn't him come here, so I've been in-house, so, but but we're always happy to have you here, Shamar Bryan, attorney at law at the Hugh Wildman and Company firm. Good morning to everybody there as well. And we want to say thank you for watching Law and Order JA. Please ensure that you keep your stories and situations coming in so we can ventilate and distill them here, because trust and believe that what you're going through, others may be going through as well, and we can all learn and grow together. We're going to take a break, and we have more Sunrise right after this.
We want a piece for Jamaica. Yo, what are you? Oh man, no, no, brother, no, man,
You see you ever play ref? No, piggy, I'm not playing.
Look about game. No, I said, person who come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, brethren. No shake on, I can play a little ball, brethren.
Really have to shake on?
Yeah, man, and no badness, brethren. Just live good, man. Come together, and make the violence done.
A future feels safe when progress doesn't feel like a gamble. When support shows up exactly when it's needed. And when you don't have to pause your life to figure out your next steps. Since 1889, Scotiabank has been there for you in your moments. Helping to make big decisions feel just a bit easier. And when your life moved, we've moved with you. Hand in hand, supporting you to dream bigger, to reach further, to pursue more.
Scotiabank, Scotiabank, your future
Together.
is safe with us.
Scotiabank, Your future is safe with us.
Everybody want to see if a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
And that's a guan pa. What a guan?
This is how most Jamaicans have protected their car. Until now. One tracker, one line of defense. Amber Connect is ending that era. Not one, but two vehicle trackers. A proximity tracker and stolen vehicle recovery is also included. The ultimate protection bundle. 4-layered protection to shut down every threat and give you the power to reclaim what's yours. $37,999. No monthly fee. Locked in for the first 500 customers only. Because real protection is a knockout.
See them boxing there? See what going on?
See that?
Uppercut.
Uppercut.
Now.
Yeah, that lick him, shrimpy, lick him. Down a dirt. Sweet.
Glad to have you back with us right here on Sunrise. Now, we know everyone wants to be outside this summer, but for many of us, leaving a vehicle parked for hours can come with a nagging worry. Vehicle thieves are becoming increasingly sophisticated, using new technology and coordinated tactics to target drivers across the island. In response, Amber Connect has launched its new Untouchable package, offering drivers a smarter way to protect one of their most valuable assets. Amber Group founder and CEO Deshant Savadia joins us to share more. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Good morning. Right high. Uppercut. Come on, Deshant. You got to be able to box, you know what I mean? I am so happy to hear this, because I think oftentimes as law-abiding citizens, we are the ones who have to fret and worry every day, sometimes curtail where we go because you're just so worried that something is going to happen to your vehicle. And now we have something, a package to protect us from them. So now they have to be worried also.
True.
Exactly.
I want to share with you the difference. Look, vehicle tracking has been there for 3 decades now. And also we know in the last 2 years, the evolution of AI and the sophistication that has now come for thieves too. I mean, yes, we are becoming sophisticated in our businesses. We are using a lot of tech, but so are the thieves.
Yeah.
So now how do you protect them? So as the technology is evolving, we as product designers, as companies who are responsible for bringing around such products, we also have to think through how do we give customers a lot more better security package than what used to exist. So previously, over decades, we've always put one tracker inside the vehicle. It is concealed very deeply inside, very hard to find. And over time, we've also worked so hard because we are the only company in Jamaica who own software ourselves. The software is ours. We don't rent and borrow from somebody else and sell it here. We designed the entire software ourselves in Jamaica over a decade. And we now, Amber Connect operates in 100 countries all over the world. We export our tech from here all over the world. So what we did in the last 1 year, I realized the sophistication of theft is so high that we must do something else. And I think it's time where consumers also have to start demanding this. What are you giving me for the money I spend with you as a company?
So what are you seeing on the ground in terms of the theft? Because I'm saying, if I have a GPS tracker in my car, I'm thinking that's enough. They have this thing now, fencing. I'm thinking that's enough. Are you saying that thieves are still able to penetrate?
That is correct. So over the last 1 year, see, our success rate of recovery is very, very high. But even when I lose even 5 cars in a year, for whatever reasons we didn't get the information on time and we couldn't find the vehicle for whatever be the reason. What we thought, how do we make it 100% now? How do we go beyond what has been happening traditionally and innovate and give something to consumers which will change the game forever? So previously we used to put one tracker, now we went to 3. So we're now putting 3 different devices that help you find a vehicle fast. One, of course, your tracker that goes deeply concealed. It's very hard to find. It's a tiny little tracker, but it is connected. Okay. That also means eventually the thief will find in 2 hours, 3 hours time. If you don't notify us on time and the vehicle is with the thief for too long, car is a 6 feet, 7 feet vehicle, you will find it eventually. But then we realized it's not a full protection yet. So we built a secondary tracker, which is fully wireless. It has no connection with anything, deeply concealed and very, very hard to find. You literally will have to rip out the whole car to find it. But then that still wasn't enough. So we went another layer of protection on top. We said we built what we call as a Bluetooth key fob. So what this fob does is basically, of course, it's got 4 buttons. You can hit it for panic button. You can click it to mobilize the vehicle, immobilize the vehicle, etc. But one of the big things that we did with this was to say, how do we then tag this with the vehicle itself? So if the vehicle moves while the key fob is in your keychain, it immediately sends off an alert to our command center and we dispatch armed response to your vehicle while you're still sleeping. So if the fob does not move with the vehicle, we know it's a theft.
Okay, may I see it?
Okay, wow.
So it has what? 4
buttons on it. So
I like this.
Button 1 allows you to mobilize the vehicle. You have to stay in the proximity of the vehicle itself. Button 2 allows you to immobilize the vehicle.
So
button 3 hits you for panic button. And 4th is for driver identification. If there are multiple people driving the family and you want to know who's driving the vehicle at that time, you click the fob. But the 5th feature that we built inside, that the fob is connected with the trackers in the vehicle. So if the vehicle moves without the fob, we know it's a theft. And we immediately send armed. And 90% of the theft that in our reports that we get happen between 12 at night and 5 a.m. while you're sleeping.
Yes, yeah.
Or it can happen when it's an isolated car park or unmanned car park and it's a huge party. You don't know which car is going in and out. Now, places like this, if the car actually moves away without the fob and turns on and leaves, we know you're not in the vehicle and your vehicle is stolen. So even when you're sleeping, now we're allowing for a full protection system with the fob itself. But we also, on top of that, we have Amber Shield, which is a AI feature that we've built inside the app too. So when you reach home, the app itself arms the vehicle at night. So if the vehicle leaves or the fob is there, it will alert us straight away. But if let's say the vehicle leaves at night and you're sleeping and the vehicle is armed, it will automatically immobilize the vehicle. And it will inform our command center to dispatch security also at the same time. So 4-layer protection now, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. 1, you have your main tracker. 2nd, you have a secondary tracker. 3rd, you have a proximity tracker, which vehicle moves, fob is not with it. It sends off a dispatch alert to us straight away. And 4th, stolen vehicle recovery is included, all for $37,999. And it's a one fee. Nope, it's for the whole year.
What?
One of the things that we've done extremely well for the last 10 years, we've always looked at how do we lower the cost for consumers by enhancing technologies inside. Technology can make everything cheaper. And without technology, you will always be more pricey. So what we've done is focused on a lot of innovation. See, that's why Amber Connect grew so fast all over the world. With hundreds and thousands of vehicles all around the world, whether it's the Middle East, Africa. We now operate in 100 countries. Like I said, the only reason we grew so fast is also the technology does the work. If you look at the app, the sophistication inside the app itself with real-time data, your trip histories, everything you need to know, your driver behavior, For the fleets, we also have incredible solutions from fuel theft management to theft management.
I know they want to hear
things,
that.
yeah.
So persons who have like a fleet of vehicles can bring their vehicles. So where do they come, Deshant? So I can see somebody like, listen, okay, I want to get this right now. Where do we come to install this and get this $37.99 package right now, this one-time payment?
Yeah, so you can reach us through our website, you can reach us through WhatsApp, all the phone numbers are there across social media. Our phone number is also Amber 555, Amber 55. You can use that phone number to call too, but reach us is easy. We can be found easily. But most importantly, what we've done, what the focus has been for us, how do we evolve technology with the evolution of theft patterns? So we don't want to stay stagnated. We don't want to stay traditional. Our job is to innovate and protect vehicles.
Nice. And in terms of the packaging, how long does it take to install? So somebody comes down there, they heard this on Sunrise. Real protection is a knockout. $37,999. How long does that vehicle take to install?
About an hour and a half at the most.
And how trustworthy, because this is another thing, Deshant. A lot of people in Jamaica be like, yo, can't bother go install in the trucker in our car. The same man them who install it, and them tell the thief them which part it in the car. How has Amber circumvented, if at all, that particular concern that customers may have?
I think the bigger part why this is a very important topic to discuss, because I think what happens is when you don't do the proper security checks on your people, you don't do criminal background checks, you don't watch them, you don't do your due diligence on the person, you are open to such risks. So what we've done over time is, of course, we've got a standard policy how we recruit, but most of our engineers, technicians have been with us for years and years. And that loyalty is built. We know they are fine. And when we onboard somebody also, we have to keep monitoring them to make sure that they're doing the job well for the customers. Eventually, customer protection is primary for us. And so far, thankfully, we've never had an incident where something like this has really happened.
And some cars are even targeted, based on certain models, certain brands for their parts, because they're very popular or what have you. And so, certain owners really, especially even some more than others, really need to look into something like this for
You're
themselves.
right, because it's not just the individual theft, there are syndicates of theft too.
Exactly.
And at some point, we actually went behind one car and we collected 11 cars.
Wow.
From the same, they steal it and they take it to a particular spot. We found 11 vehicles in one place. So we could recover vehicles of other people also, not just our own. So what it also tells us that there is private individuals who steal, and there are syndicates too. That is why I'm saying that if you have a vehicle tracker in your vehicle today and you're an existing Amber Connect customer, you pay a small fee to upgrade. But if you are with a tracking vehicle tracker, you must ask your vendor one question: how are you protecting me? Do you have AI in your software now to protect my vehicle? Do you have auto arms system? Yes, no. How many trackers are you putting? We must ask these questions because end of the day, we are funding it. We are paying hard-earned money to protect the vehicle, and if you're not getting the best value back, there is a problem.
There's another thing right now, the dash cam. Because obviously it's one thing when a vehicle is stolen. Does Amber Connect have like a dash cam system?
We have close to 12 different dash cams, from Wi-Fi dash cam. There's one right here. So from Wi-Fi dash cams to live 4G LTE dash cams. And again, like I said, whatever we did, we decided to make everything absolutely affordable. So you can also put a dash cam in your vehicle. Yes, if you want to be at a low cost, but you still want to collect all the data of what is happening, then this connects with your phone, transfers all the video recordings on your phone straight, but it doesn't give you live streaming. But if you want live streaming, it's a little more cost, and you add dash cams with live streaming. We've built so many AI dash cams now also, which also does facial recognition for the drivers. If they are intoxicated, let's say, if they are not wearing the seatbelt, or they're smoking, or they are distracted, or they are on the phone. All of these things that can cause an accident, the AI actually tracks it in real time and also alerts the fleet owner in real time. And then you can take corrective actions too with the driver as well. So we've built a lot of tech all around, but most importantly, we made it so affordable. Can you imagine for $40,000 odd or $42,000, including the dash cam? I'm not sure of the right number, but it's about $43,000, including the dash cam, one-off fee for the whole year. Includes 3 different tracking methods. It includes the dash cam, it includes stolen vehicle recovery, live 24-hour support. You get in touch with us, you will see our response back in minutes. That is how strong we built a global support. And Jamaica actually supports the whole world from here. So can you imagine, we have our own software. We're not renting and borrowing somebody else's and reselling it in Jamaica. We built from scratch. So when you control your own hardware, you control your own software, your ability to innovate is a lot more greater versus selling a box that you buy from somewhere else and punt it out to somebody else. We didn't do that. And that's why I think Amber is known very well. We've done phenomenally well in Jamaica. We have over 40,000 vehicles that we've installed in Jamaica alone just in the last 5 years.
Oh, nice.
And only because affordability, premium tech, high quality customer service, and most importantly, we will keep innovating on a weekly basis, not even monthly. We keep adding new features for the consumers to truly feel the connected car experience.
Feel connected, get protected, get Amber.
I feel safe just holding this.
Our guest this morning has been Deshaun Savadia, founder and CEO of Amber Group, bringing us the untouchable package. Let's get ready to Amber. I got to.
I like it.
I'll charge Deshaun for that. Let's send him an invoice. Let's send a tracking invoice.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, so let's get ready to Amber! Making vehicles harder to steal and easier to recover. Sunrise will be right back after these messages.
Come back. Track me.
This is how most Jamaicans have protected their car. Until now. One tracker, one line of defense. Amber Connect is ending that era. Not one, but 2 vehicle trackers. A proximity tracker and stolen vehicle recovery is also included. The ultimate protection bundle. 4-layered protection to shut down every threat and give you the power to reclaim what's yours. $37,999. No monthly fee. Locked in for the first 500 customers only. Because real protection is a knockout.
Your hard contribution builds a stronger workforce and strengthens the economy. It's not just contribution, it's transformation. The time by heart is...
Inside a world of adventure with Mandalorian and Grogu at Burger King. See The Mandalorian and Grogu only in cinemas.
Hey, what I want? Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan?
What a guan? What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
And that's a guan pa. What a guan?
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Employers, once a month, you have the power to shape Jamaica's future. By paying your hard 3% contribution, you're not just contributing, you're investing in people, in skills in our economy. Your heart contribution trains working-age Jamaicans, aligns programs with workforce needs, and secures our future. That's not just contribution, it's transformation. Contribute to heart and to your future.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Inside a world of adventure with Mandalorian and Grogu at Burger King. See The Mandalorian and Grogu only in cinemas.
This football season, don't just watch the action, be part of it. With Chris and Charles Score Big Loan Promotion, upgrade your TV, plan that trip, or handle what matters most, fast and easy. And here's the best part. Every loan gives you a chance to win one of 3 58-inch smart 4K TVs. So while your favorite team scores on the field, you could be scoring big too. Promotion runs May 11 to July 20, 2026. Visit any branch or Chris and Charles for details. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Score big this football season on and off the field.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan?
What a guan? What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
I'm walking, 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 I'm walking.
I'm walking, walking, I'm walking, walking, I'm walking. And we are walking. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to tell you that on Sunday, June 7, all roads lead to the True Juice Orchards in Bog Walk, St. Catherine, for the 11th True Juice 5K run walk. And I want you to get into the habit of walking, especially my ladies over 40. Do not, my husband told me this, TK, and I'm walking and I'm spreading the word. Do not let the old lady in. Gentlemen, don't let the old man in. Sometimes we all up with self, right? Lord, may I get old? Lord, me can't walk. And you know what we do? We psychologically tell ourselves that we are old, and then we start getting decrepit, immobile, and we start to shrink. Age doesn't have to be decrepit. It doesn't have to be old. You know, if you use beer or sap your knee and your back, okay? But we have to be intentional about how we want to age. We're living longer. We have more money to spend and more places to go. We have 2-piece bathsuit to wear, and we have our children to live for. So I'm appealing to somebody this morning. Do not make yourself frumpy. Don't hold up yourself. Sunday, June 7, put on your tights, put on your sneakers, put on your shirt, and let's go to Bog Walk and walk for a benevolent cause. If you can run, you can run. But listen, and I will say this to people who are thinking about the 5K. If you've never done it before, don't worry about it. We're not necessarily in it to win it, we're in it to finish. And let me tell you, when you cross that finish line, you feel so good in yourself, like, you know what, I never thought I could do it, and I did it. And that develops your self-confidence, and it's not even just about walking, but confidence in life. Take my word for it. You may tell you? Truth. Remember, I told you. Okay? Good. So all the good body girls, them, were out here without fear, girl, okay? So with just 2 days left to register, marketing manager, the very beautiful Lauren Leckler of Trade Winds, she's here with us. Lauren, good morning, Mrs. Leckler. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Kitty. Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing great, thank you. And you?
I'm doing magnificent, thank you. And I love the yellow, and it's bright like sunshine. I am very passionate about these things, Lauren, because it is a way for people to come, to fellowship, to walk and run for a very good cause. And True Juice is one of those brands that's entrenched in our culture. And anything with True Juice, with us, why not? Big up William Mafu, the boss, you understand? The real generals up in the business, okay? So talk to us about 11 years though, Lauren. It has grown. How has it grown? And talk to us about this 5K walk run.
Definitely. 11 years is a huge milestone for us. So what really started as a local small run has grown into a cherished community event. Last year we had 4,866 registered participants. Yes. This year we're hoping for a greater turnout. And I mean, you know, True Juice remains committed to hosting this run because when we're in the orchards and, you know, we see thousands of people there gathered to support a worthy cause, it's such a heartwarming feeling and such a proud moment for us at True Juice, knowing that all of these people here are there to support Linstead Hospital. And it's something we're truly grateful for. We're grateful for all the support we've gotten, and we encourage everyone to come out.
And I just want to share, you know, I've been on this 5K, and it's one thing to do a 5K, you know, but there's something about doing a 5K out in nature. Like the orchards are beautiful at that time of morning, and you kind of just feel like you're going through your own rich vineyard. You know what I mean?
Nice.
You know what I mean? It feels
if only to imagine.
It feels rich, people.
Imagine
no,
it's the orchards. I gotta tell you, this is mine, by the way. This is mine.
You know
this is
what I
mine.
mean?
This is mine.
But the fresh air and just the beauty around you, it really is a great walk. It's open to people of all ages, yes?
Yes, all ages and all fitness levels. And like you spoke about the course, it is such a beautiful course. It is a one-of-a-kind 5K. I mean, like we were talking about earlier, you're not running on a flat road, you're running through the beautiful True Juice orchard. So you're surrounded by our orange trees. You can see the coconut trees in the distance, you know, the river running through the farm. And even after the run walk, we invite all participants to join us in the river for a cool down session.
Wow.
It is a run walk, but it is a true Sunday fun day. And, you know, it is a beautiful, beautiful event.
So talk to us now about the course. Where do we sign up and where do we park? Like, where do we go? Because I'm sure some persons are hearing about this for the very first time. So where do we park? Where do we go?
Okay, perfect. So how do we sign up? So we're going to go online to www.truejuice5k.com. All the details are on that site. Registration closes on Wednesday, June 3rd at 9 p.m. So I encourage everyone to get your entries in between today and tomorrow and Wednesday. And then parking, we have ample parking on site. We've actually created additional lots on the property to you know, make ease of flow, ease of traffic. And so we're looking forward to that improvement. So parking will be available at the venue, and you know, you can get to the venue by the Linstead Hospital, by the Linstead Highway, so you can either come off at Angels or take it all the way to Linstead and exit there. And we also have the route by Spanish Town.
Okay, so we'll see signs, because
yes,
I know
there will be signs, and we'll be posting all the information on our social media page at True Juice. So follow us. We'll be sending out emails to all participants this week.
Look at the people! Oh my goodness!
Look out the nice.
Wow, Lauren!
Yes.
Oh, that's Frano over there running events. JA.
Of course.
Wow.
What time is start time, Lauren?
So we actually have a warm-up session at 6:30 a.m. Okay. The run starts at 7 a.m. and the walk starts at 7:10 a.m.
Oh, wow. And unlike, some of the runs, you know, the roads are not blocked off because it's in the orchard.
It's in the orchard, exactly. Yes.
Got it. What about persons who are disabled?
So we like I said, it's open to everyone. We're more than welcome to facilitate disabled persons. You know, we have an easy course that can facilitate that.
Great.
And if they don't want to actually do the run walk, they can, you know, just come and support, join us in the river after, and just come out for a beautiful event.
Lauren, with so many, you know, causes out there and so many issues, why the Linstead Hospital for this?
So we are committed to the Linstead Hospital because we believe the best gift we can give to our Jamaicans is a gift of healthcare. And our goal at True Juice is to equip Linstead Hospital with key medical resources so that we can make it the best hospital in Jamaica. And we're not going to stop until Linstead Hospital is the best hospital in Jamaica.
Lovely. It must be nice. I love that. Because the truth of the matter is, you know, everybody we all as Jamaicans should have the best healthcare. You shouldn't have to believe in one parish to go to another one because, oh, the hospital, they're better. And it should be like, oh my God, everywhere just great.
Exactly.
And, you know, we're getting the best care because when you're ill, obviously you're at your most vulnerable.
For sure.
And you want to make sure that you're getting the proper care. So it's Sunday, June 7, Bog Walk, True Juice Orchards, run, walk, or even wheel.
Yes.
Okay.
6:30 warm up.
6 o'clock warm up.
6:30.
6:30 warm up.
7 o'clock run.
7 o'clock run.
But people like me now kick off at 7:10 because high hard walking.
Good. I walk too.
High hard walking.
I never run yet. I just walk.
Yeah, man.
I'm a walk with my taxi money normally. You understand? In my farm.
Yes. And then make sure you wear the shoes that can go into the river.
That is true.
Because we have to finish in the river.
So after the walk, then there's a river party.
Yes, there is a river party, right?
What other treats do you have for the
So we have
patrons?
amazing sponsors on board this year. I mean, obviously there's going to be lots of True Juice, True Shake, True Milk, lots of those beverages flowing. But we also have our Wisinka family on board, so we can look forward to water, Empower, Vitamalt, Kellogg's, Nature Valley, Tetley Tea, Caribbean Dreams. We also have our national family on board, Honey Bun family, Nescafe. So there's going to be lots of goodies on site. Yes, we do. We do. And we're so grateful. We're beyond grateful.
I want to learn what we take wash out. I want to learn what say. We just take a wash out.
And just go from boot to
boot. Just go boot, and then river. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I absolutely love it.
That's
Again,
awesome.
Lauren, where can we find all the information about this walk on June 7th?
So head to our website, www.truejuice5k.com. All the details are there, and follow us on Instagram at TrueJuice, and you'll get even more details.
And for somebody who has never experienced the walk run, courtesy of True Juice, what would be your word of invitation to them?
I would say, you know, come on out. It's a one-of-a-kind 5K in Jamaica. It is a beautiful experience. Come with your family, come with your friends, come with your co-workers, spend quality time. You could even use it as an opportunity to test your fitness levels if you're into that, or simply just enjoy nature and enjoy the beautiful environment and come and witness what True Juice is all about.
True.
I like it. Come in, guys. We can do it. You know,
True.
You know, everything have to be a party or a party. Let's go and have a nice
Party
walk,
with
a nice
health.
run. You know what
Best
I mean?
party that.
Yeah, man. I tell you the truth.
Health is wealth.
Well, it sounds like another fantastic staging ahead. Our thanks, of course, to Lauren Leckler, Marketing Manager at Tradewind Citrus Limited, for stopping by and sharing all the deets about this year's True Juice 5K. And just like that, we've reached the final stretch of today's show. We'll be wrapping things up right here after these messages, so come on back.
Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hey, what I want? Hi, I am Candy Pang
What a guan? What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a Guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
Let's delve deep into the issues. we'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
We're still walking.
Walking, I'm walking.
I love it. I love that True Juice walk. Guys, get a friend and try it.
I'm telling you, it is beautiful.
Yeah, I want to make every
it's so
effort.
nice.
Yeah, I'm going to make
really
every
nice.
effort to go. I really like that. It's a different experience and I'm really into it. And as I said, your health is your true wealth. And so as Lauren said, test your fitness levels. You can never tell. You know what I mean? And it's just something different to do.
Yeah.
All the time when I forgot to eat, I'm tired about the shrimp pasta, you know? I'm tired about it. And every time when I think about it, well, tomorrow I'm going to share the brunch I went to. But I'm telling you guys, and even if you're going to eat the shrimp pasta, go walk it off.
Walk
you
it
know
off.
what I mean? Have your shrimp pasta, but walk it off.
Walk it off. But can you imagine that's all the time that we're
have
today?
it? Oh, hold on, TK.
What happened?
Shout out from Ferrylicious Sweet Treats, located at 96 Seymour Lines Road and downtown Kingston.
Yes.
Right there. Yeah. So I went to a brunch yesterday. I took my family yesterday to Steakhouse on the Veranda. Good morning, Christian
Look
Sweeney.
at that.
Very delectable food, gorgeous service, wonderful. Oh, that was the pasta. Talking about pasta.
Speaking of
but
pasta.
that was a coconut, Scotch bonnet coconut chicken pasta, which was gorge. Me and my mom were sharing that. That's me right there.
Awesome.
And yeah, Aperol spritzer. You got it with a little champagne,
Aye.
and it was
Yeah,
so nice.
bossy.
They had like rice and peas,
Aye.
barbecue chicken, sweet and sour
Ooh.
pork, hash browns, breadfruit, plantain. And yeah, the pasta was done like live pasta station, a live omelette station. So it was really great. And for me, the service or lady or server was Ashanti. So good morning to Ashanti and all the beautiful ladies. So if you're looking for somewhere to have a nice brunch, I would suggest and recommend. You know me, I'm a gatekeep. Come on, everybody happy and belly full. And you understand?
So what they do? They do it every Sunday?
Yes, every Sunday.
Oh,
but
nice.
it's good to make a reservation.
Nice, okay.
Because it gets full really fast. But it's really nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, it was great being with you as always, my dear.
great, my love it. Thank you so much. Remember, guys, kindness is karma and kindness is magic. So please spread it as much as you can and be as kind to as many people as you can. And remember to be kind to yourself. And also, to thine own self be true.
True.
That's right. True. Ooh. Catch you guys tomorrow. Have a magnificent day. Bye.
Enough of them a push flossing and flasking. You know, see, I just pain them been masking. Every day you know prayer, no fasting. A pure lies for pure likes, but you'll never ever dare write down. Every day pure lies for pure likes, but you'll never ever take high ground. Cause they will build you up to break you down, but me still hold my ground. Can't make them steal my joy. The darkest nights, brightest lights, just in present, he still provides. I know he is my God. Got to keep holding on. Got to keep holding strong.
Securing what matters most. The time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Hi, I am Candy Pang at
What a guan?